The awaited trilogy between Russian boxing stars delayed as Artur Beterbiev accepts new opponent. Boxing fans around the world had been eagerly anticipating the much-talked-about third showdown between two of Russia's finest fighters, Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. However, that highly anticipated trilogy has now been put on hold. The reason behind this delay is that Artur Beterbiev has officially accepted a new bout scheduled for November 22, where he will face Deon Nicholson, an opponent who is relatively less known on the global stage. This development comes as Dmitry Bivol, Beterbiev's longtime rival and the other half of the anticipated trilogy, did not respond to multiple offers aimed at arranging the decisive third fight on Russian soil, a venue both fighters reportedly wanted for their final battle. According to sources close to Bivol, the champion showed interest in hosting the fight in Moscow. However, he remains uncertain about the safety protocols and security arrangements due to the ongoing geopolitical tensions stemming from the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. To put things into perspective, the rivalry between these two boxing powerhouses has already produced two fiercely contested battles. Their first encounter, back in October 2024, saw Artur Beterbiev claim victory through a majority decision, while the rematch held last February swung in Dmitry Bivol's favor, also decided by majority decision. With both fighters securing a win each, the stage was perfectly set for a dramatic tiebreaker, the much-anticipated trilogy fight. Initially, both Beterbiev and Bivol had their trilogy under the banner of Riyadh Season, a major promotional event. However, as plans progressed, both fighters pushed for their final bout to be hosted in Russia, each working with different promoters to make this a reality. The Saudi Arabian General Entertainment Authority, led by President Turki Al-Sheikh, had already given their blessing for the fighters to proceed with their plans in Russia. Despite this approval, the negotiations hit a snag when Dmitry Bivol did not formally commit to the trilogy fight, leaving fans and promoters in suspense. On the other hand, Artur Beterbiev didn't hesitate and immediately accepted the offer once it was presented, signaling his eagerness to conclude their rivalry. With Bivol's silence and absence from further discussions, the trilogy is now on hold, and Beterbiev has shifted his focus to a new challenge. On November 22, he will step into the ring to face Deon Nicholson. Beterbiev, who boasts an impressive record of 21 wins, with 20 coming by knockout, is 40 years old and coming off his only professional loss, which was handed to him by Bivol. Meanwhile, Nicholson, 34, hails from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and holds a record of 22 wins, including 18 knockouts, with just a single loss to his name, a knockout defeat against Fedor Apochi in 2021. Nicholson's career has largely seen him compete against relatively modest opposition since turning pro in 2016, and facing Beterbiev represents a significant step up in competition for him. Given Beterbiev's experience and powerful knockout ability, he is expected to enter the fight as a heavy favorite among bettors and boxing analysts alike. Meanwhile, Dmitry Bivol, the 34-year-old boxer who recently vacated the WBC title rather than face a bout against David Benavidez, now faces his own crossroads. The International Boxing Federation (IBF) has mandated Bivol to defend his title against Michael Eifert in a mandatory defense. However, with Beterbiev pursuing a different opponent, it remains uncertain whether Bivol will agree to defend his belt against Eifert anytime soon. Bivol's record stands at an impressive 24 wins, including 12 knockouts. Alongside a single defeat, his future in the ring is currently unclear, but the boxing community watches closely, eager for news about his next move. To sum up, the much-anticipated third fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol has been delayed indefinitely, as Beterbiev prepares for a fight with Deon Nicholson on November 22. This event will be part of the undercard for the Night of Champions, a high-profile boxing event promoted by Ring IV, headlined by the exciting clash between David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde.